Welcome, Capricorn. Happy New Year and happy birthday. Welcome to your reading for the new year. Today is January 1st, so you get the first reading of the year. And welcome again for 2023. So I'm going to go ahead and start your reading. I did select a different card deck. This time it's more of a holographic card deck and more of a traditional card deck. If you decide that you like the other one better, please, you guys, put in the comments that you prefer one over the other, and I'll see what we can do here and go back to the other ones as well. I just kind of like these because they're a little holographic and it gives you a little bit more information about the cards themselves. Right here, as you can see, we have Major Arcana card. It's a Chariot, and you can see they're dealing with two polarities, the positive and the negative, and it's a balance. But because it is the issue, it is considered to be in the reversal. Okay, this indicates like changes that are happening internally. You know, if you having to choose a direction to see which way you want to go. So you need a little more clarity on what direction you're trying to take. And it looks like it might be something dealing with not so much monetarily, but maybe more emotionally in your emotional life, in your with your partner, or with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Now, right here, I have a Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles usually represents very much a hanging on to something. You want to hang on to it. Either possessions, maybe you don't want to share those possessions that you have. It could also be maybe a way of thinking. You could just be stubborn. You can, and just kind of be having fear as involved because there are changes coming, as I said over here in this card. And as you can see, it is considered to be a Capricorn related card, which is earthy sign. Of course, it's for your reading. This is a perfect reading that just kind of came out when I was shuffling the cards. It does reflect those, as you can see here, some kind of involving some kind of change, right? So you have it's kind of like a fixed attitude that you're having, right? And then with that attitude, meaning you're not kind of wanting to change the way you're doing things. So it could be limiting you, okay, and kind of blocking new opportunities. And it goes well in hand with this Major Arcana card that we were reading with the Chariot, because it shows you that you're kind of stuck in a way of thinking that might not be giving you that opportunity to really see what you have out there, what choices you have. In the number 3 position, we have created, we have a 10 of Pentacles. Major Arcana card, again, the Pentacles are dealing with earthy signs, so it's an earth related card. It is definitely emphasizing the home and family, and also, of course, very, very good financial stability. You know, because you're planning to buy something, because you're buying a house, a car, whatever it is. It looks like you're at the forefront. You have some things that you can focus on that on your personal affairs. You can be a little bit more leisurely in that respect. But it could also represent a time for some of you of getting married, or some of you receiving an inheritance, so giving you more of that financial stability. But it is definitely a Major Arcana card with a 10 of Pentacles. Right here, we have in the energy to build, you have the Fool. The card is the Fool. It's a Major Arcana card. It's a beautiful card. It does show you that you can leap forward with a lot of embarking on that new way of life with a lot of confidence, because you're having it could be a physical journey, but you're having that new opportunity that you're giving yourself, whether it be a new job, whether it be getting married, or for some of you, even starting a new life without that person, which would be a divorce as well. It could be something new that's happening in either respect. It often indicates a person beginning that spiritual journey too, right? So a lot of you just, have that absolute faith in the universe, and, faith in God, faith in the universe, that it's going to be coming out exactly how you want it, because you have that faith and you're moving forward. And for some of you are just saying, just kind of watch your step, because you want to make sure whatever decisions are coming your way, these important decisions, you'll have to pick an answer, whether you're going to go forward or back, pick one or the other, basically, which could move you forward or backward in a sense, or keep you where you are. But no decision is still a decision. So it looks like for some of you, there's a major decision coming. Now, what do you need to dissolve? We have the Queen of Cups, which is considered to be in the reverse position right now. So basically, with the Queen of Cups, you can see that she is definitely also an earthy sign. I'm sorry, a water sign, because it's like it deals more with like a Capricorn type of energy. This card can indicate a love, a relationship that's gone kind of sour, because maybe some of you are having trouble expressing your emotion, or the other person's having trouble expressing their emotions, so you're not sure what's going on. So it's just kind of say, be careful whom you trust with your secrets and your emotional life, because you could also have friends that might not have your best interest in mind. And it looks like it's all kind of deciding in that direction towards something that's more in your personal life. So kind of really make sure that you look in deeper within yourself and not just count on people that maybe not as trustworthy. So right here, it's just kind of telling you to proceed with caution. Right here in the synergy of the card, we have the Major Arcana card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Now with the Knight of Pentacles here, it is dealing a lot with like a Virgo sign, so it's a very earthy card. It's considered to be an earth card, like it is with the Pentacles, all Pentacles that we have. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. In this upright position, is just showing you that it's involving this departures or arrivals of something. It could be arriving of a new job, it could be moving location, it could be but it's dealing with your financially related reasons here. It could also be experiencing the other experiences you might be having that are coming up in life, relating to money or possessions or your security. But the Knight right here, it does represent somebody that's honorable, trustworthy, dependable. So he has that, that common sense and incredible determination that not all the cards here have. So it's kind of telling you, okay, you have that sense of being, you have that sense of calm, of determination, of focus. So just kind of keep that focus, even though you have faith in where you're going. Kind of watch your step, because some people may not have the best thought for you in mind. It could be your partner, which could be related to kind of a water sign, which it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Even though this tends to be more of the Cancer card, we do have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpios being the partner or a close friend that might not have your best interest in mind. Now right here, victory position. What do you need to make victory? It's a wonderful card, Major Arcana card, the Queen of Pentacles. And it's a very traditional suit, as you can see, but the Queen of Pentacles, it represents that generous woman who is also an excellent manager of financial areas, right? She is the Queen of Pentacles, so she is very organized. So in order to have you kind of come out victorious through this, you have to have to kind of be that reliable multitasker that she is. But she also wants to be wants to kind of tell you, okay, it requires the ability to love yourself and be unafraid of change. So for some of you, this might be a change. I'm thinking more of like a divorce or a breakup for some of you, because it looks like the change just keeps coming up as far as your life, and being unafraid of that change and loving yourself and giving yourself that self-worth that we tend to forget about when going through a divorce or a breakup, right? But that change or journey that could lie ahead, it'll be in order to achieve other goals that you'll be able to achieve. So maybe that person's not kind of being the support that they need to be in your journey, and to be part of your journey. It could be that they're actually being a little bit of an obstacle. So that's something that you'll have to kind of delve within and find out. Now, what reveals what you want? We have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords in this position, I'm gonna be in the reversal here, is going to be considered the Seven of Swords, like it's an air sign, obviously, but it maintains a cautious, kind of like vigilant of all things that are happening during this time. So it says you have to stay open-minded and be flexible, though, okay, so that you can respond to changes quickly. So that what you want is, you want to be able to respond to those changes quickly, because they're not all what they seem to be. Okay, as you can see here, they're not all what they seem to be. So you really want to be able to change. And you look like you do have that full of life, that kind of like trust in God, that trust in yourself, that you do have what it takes to take that next step. But just like with the Fool, you have to be careful not to be so focused on one thing that you become too naive and not see what can be coming. And it seems like there's a lot of caution going on there with that. Okay, now right here, in the position of what others see you, how others see you, or how you see yourself even, right? We have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords here, as you can see, he has some swords and some of them are gone, right? Suggesting the double-edged nature of the sword. This is what this kind of picture represents, because it's a double-edged sword. So right here with the five, fives are about adjustment. The number 5 is about adjustment. So it's, again, a lot of changes that you seem to be having, my friends, and you have to kind of adjust to those changes, okay, in some sort of way. Okay, so it's brought out, these changes have been brought out probably by distress or a loss of something. It's definitely an uncomfortable process, but it's a necessary process. Okay, there could be a loss that you might have had. Sorry, I want to see if I can focus this a little better here. There might have been a loss that you might have had, but just just have to kind of keep adjusting yourself to that kind of change, right? In order to keep going forward. So even though this loss or defeat that you might be feeling because of this painful separation in the near future, accompanied by these feelings of brokenness and low self-esteem, just telling you, kind of pick yourself up, kind of keep going about that. The people are kind of seeing you like you might have been broken from these changes that had happened, from this loss that happened even. But these changes, these fives, are all about that adjustment to those changes and of you taking that leap forward to go ahead and get through these changes as well. And then, of course, we're here in the root of the tree. We have the major arcana card on what the outcome is and what's radiating out. The major arcana card is the Hermit. As you can see, he has his little lantern kind of alone there. It is definitely a guide figure. Is here offering you help symbolically, like symbolic of spiritual enlightenment. This is what it deals with. It's about kind of going soul searching within yourself, reflecting within yourself, and that it's going to be required in order for you to kind of try to solve the situation. Okay, it also reminds us that you must make an effort to connect with your guide, with this guide, that inner guide. Or praying or meditating, whatever, universal truth that you have, close family and friends that you can really trust, not the ones that you seem that can trust but really don't or really can't. But the universe basically kind of speaks to you. If you are distracted by by the noises of everyday life, you won't be able to hear it. So it's telling you you might have to kind of go within, like the hermit, and kind of take some time out and kind of just focus on what you have on hand, because sometimes you can be so busy that you won't be able to hear what's being reflected and what's being advised. So you have to be able to reflect and go within and do that soul searching. Might have to step away a little bit into a little bit of a solace, even if it's a little bit of how can I say it, a little bit just of kind of taking time to go within yourself and actually contemplate on these matters, to kind of throw all the other noises and block all the noises out that come around our daily lives. Even if it takes like an hour or two, just on your own, just to start thinking about them, kind of writing them down, kind of think about it that way, to see what your choices really are. And I'm going to take an extra card because I do feel that you need a little more explanation is needed. And this is actually a card that wanted to come out along with the Hermit card. So they all kind of just popped out together out of the deck. So I really do feel that this is needed to be read as well. But it's also going to be considered like the 11th card here, which kind of explains the situation here where you're kind of dealing with, okay, you want to hold on to your money. You have financial stability, but you're dealing with some other emotional issue here on which you're trying to decide one way or another. But you do have the stability to do so and the faith to do so, but there's still caution involved. So let's see right here what this says with the High Priestess. Obviously, Major Arcana card. It is considered to be a Cancer card, which is like a water sign. So it could be dealing again with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, which is what we were saying over here, right? So right here, it does have those polarities again, just like the Chariot with the negative and the positive. It has a yin-yang kind of feel to me. The High Priestess here indicates a sort of something that is hidden or within you that is preparing to come forth. Okay, so something kind of strength is coming in within you, or some kind of something that's preparing to come out from you, right? It could also mean for some of you that you need to pay more attention to your inner world of dreams, your imagination, and your intuition. Okay, so intuition and spirituality, as far as being as an intuitive person that you are, like this card here, she's full of mystery, wisdom, and understanding. So it's just kind of those characteristics that we all have, within ourselves as well. And right here, a journey of self-discovery goes hand in hand with the presence of this card in your spread. That's what this card really kind of says right there, that you are going to go ahead and rediscover maybe some of yourself, some of your self-discovery of yourself by doing that contemplation that you're doing over here, in order to kind of look at within yourself in order to make this decision that you need to make. But that you need to pay attention, obviously, to your dreams that you have and your intuition, your gut feeling. Don't ignore those, because those are definitely signs from, they're definitely signs that you receive from, higher sources, God, or if you have spirit guides or whatever your belief is, it is telling you kind of that gut feeling in order to kind of help you get through the situation here that is quite not clear yet. And part of that is obviously by going within and looking within yourself over here. So this is the pillar of severity. This is the pillar of mercy. In the middle, we have the pillar of harmony. As you go up the pillar of harmony again, up the tree of life here, you can kind of see, as a recap or kind of a different way of viewing things, you have the hermit, right? Which is telling you, make sure you look within, make sure you do take time to adjust to the situation. Make sure that you are actually ready to adjust to the situation. So keep vigilant on those situations, how they come. Don't kind of think things for granted. In the victory position, of course, you said you had the Queen of Pentacles. She's very good at managing everything with her wealth. But she also requires you to kind of reminds you, love yourself. Okay. Be unafraid of this change that's coming and love yourself, but be cautious of it so that you can reach the goals that you're looking for. And of course, you have the Fool here with going forward, with a lot of faith, still with caution, and just kind of looking within yourself, counting on that gut feeling you have, that intuition, that self-reflection you have, in order to kind of make things a little bit more simpler. Maybe turn this chariot upside up and help you decide and be more well balanced in your decision that you're making. I hope that you find this reading helpful today. Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and subscribe so I know you want me to make further readings for next month. And also, if you could go ahead and click like, that way I know that you do like these readings. And if you want to comment, please feel free to comment. Let me know if you like the earlier card deck better than this one. The other one's called Crystal Visions, and this one's more of a holographic card set that's a little more traditional. It gives a little more information as I'm reading. I can share that with you, but as well, you can see other details about the cards. Let me know which one you like best. That way we can see if we can go back to the other one or we can keep this one going. Thank you very much for joining me today. I wish you lots of light and peace in your journey this year. Lots of blessings coming your way. And just keep, paying it forward to others. Keep that positive energy going. Thank you again for joining me today. Wishing you lots of peace, light, and love. See you soon.